Hey, my name is Miss Rosa.
And I'm Miss Black.
And this is kindergarten. Everybody say hey! Alright, so can anybody tell me what we've been learning for the past couple of weeks? Liliana.
Urban.
We've been learning about urban and suburban. So some people may not know what urban and suburban is. Can anybody tell us what an urban area is? Camilla?
An urban area is a city with a lot of people.
A city with a lot of people, right? Give me 3 things we can find in an urban area. Anybody? Let's get Lila.
Buildings,
We can find a lot of buildings.
taxis,
We can find a lot of taxis.
supermarkets,
And supermarkets. Good job. All right. So what about suburban? What is a suburban area? Jaden.
town with a little bit of people.
A town with a little bit of people. What are 3 things we can find in a suburban area? Liliana.
A lot of some houses.
Some houses or a lot of houses?
A lot of
A
houses.
lot of houses. Give me 2 more things.
A lot of trees.
A lot of trees and what else?
And some deer.
We said supermarkets are found in an urban area, right? Can we also find them in a suburban area?
Yes.
Right, but what's the difference between those two? What's the difference in an urban and a suburban supermarket? Camilla.
The difference is because suburban is not expensive and urban is expensive.
Urban is expensive and suburban is not expensive, right? So when we come over here, we can see that prices are a little bit different, right? For strawberries in an urban area, we'll have to pay $4.99 per pound. And in a suburban area, it's only $3.50 per pound. Grapes in an urban area is $3.99 per pound. In a suburban area, it's $1.50 per pound. That's crazy. Milk, $1.89 per quart in a urban area, and $1.52 per half a gallon in a suburban area. And tomatoes, $4 per pound and $3.46 per pound in a suburban area.
Hi, I'm Miss Jessica.
I'm Mr. Christian.
And welcome to
Zoology!
Zoology is just
The study of animals!
So here in zoology, we just learn about all different kinds of animals. We have reptiles, we have aquatic fish, and we also have some insects. So over here, Zakari is just going to talk to you about who?
The crested gecko. One fact about the crested gecko is that it has webbed feet and it's attached to its skin together.
Yeah, and what's a nocturnal animal?
A nocturnal animal, it means that it sleeps during the day and is active at night.
Yeah, okay, cool. We have 2 types of turtles in the room. What kind of turtles?
Tortoise and a turtle.
Okay, and what kind of animal is the tortoise we have?
It lives on land.
It lives on land, and what does it eat?
It eats fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, it eats fruits and vegetables. Okay, cool. What about the red-eared sliders? Fritos.
The red-eared sliders are aquatic animals. They get their name from the red ears that slides down their ears.
Ooh, okay, and they're aquatic fish, right?
Yes.
Okay. What about behind you, Heaven? What's in there?
This is a leopard gecko.
Ooh, and what do you know about the leopard gecko?
I know that it sleeps in the day and is active at night.
And behind you, what's in there, Angel?
This is the bearded dragon.
Ooh, and what do you know about the bearded dragon?
The reason why it gets its name, the bearded dragon, from the spikes under its chin, and when it feels threatened, it starts to puff up and starts to turn black.
What about the tank? I see that tank looks a little bit different. Why is the tank the way it is?
So it can mimic the natural habitat,
And what is this natural habitat that it's mimicking?
the savannas and the deserts.
Wow, interesting, real nice.
Very good. Then we have our fish in the room, right? So who's that behind you, Jonah?
The tetrafish.
Tetrafish. I noticed it has very vibrant skin. How does it get that color?
It gets their color by absorbing the black light that it gets.
Okay, so the more light they take in, the more brighter they are?
Yeah, and they also eat tetraflakes too.
You also eat tetraphase. Good. So you said that's a black light, not a blue light, right?
It's a black light. Not
Black
blue.
light. Cool. And what do you have beside you, Meyer?
The glass fish.
You can see through it, right? What's another word for see-through?
Transparent.
Transparent. Very good. And I notice it has some type of, what is that on his face?
Whiskers.
So it's a catfish, right? Very good. And Soraya, what do you have beside you? Who's that?
The kisser fish.
The kisser fish. What do you know about the kisser fish?
The kisser fish, how it gets its name, the kisser fish is that it uses its mouth like it's a kissing
Motion?
a kissing motion.
Very good. Okay. And then who do we have there?
The red parrot.
Red parrot. Why is it called the red parrot? What about the mouth, Aria?
It opens vertically.
Opens vertically, so like a beak,
Yes.
right? Good. So that's why it's called a red
Parrot.
parrot. Good. Then we got this big guy. Who's this?
The pacu fish.
Papu fish. Tell me something. What do you know?
I know that the pacu fish is the piranha's cousin. It is very smart. It eats cashews. It almonds.
What does it have that we have?
It has human-like teeth.
Human-like teeth. Good. And can anyone tell me how they can tell us a male or a female? Meyer?
The fin in his back, and that the pacu is a female. The one that we have is a female.
Female. Very good. Good. Then I'm gonna move on to the
Common fish.
common fish with Casey. What do you know, Casey, about the common fish?
That its tail is kind of like a fork, and it's related to the goldfish,
Related to the goldfish.
and it's sometimes pale, and pale means when it loses its skin and gets into new skin to grow.
So here's zoology. We've been talking a lot about urban and suburban ecology, right guys?
Yes.
So we've been mainly talking about how, do you think that there are the same kinds of animals in suburban and urban areas?
Yes.
Yes, there are, right? What is the main difference between these animals? Aria.
Their behavior.
Their behavior, right? So what can you say, let's say for instance, the rats in our community. We have rats in the urban area, right?
Yes.
What are they like here?
In urban area, the rats are bold, aggressive, they're scavengers and foragers.
Yeah, they're like scavengers and foragers, right? Versus in the suburban community, what is their behavior in the suburban community?
They have healthy diets.
They have healthy diets. Like what? What do they mainly eat then?
They eat rice, oats, and cereal.
Yeah, rice, oats, and cereals, right? Which is very different than a rat in the city, which would eat mainly what?
Leftovers.
Leftovers,
Food from the trash.
food from the trash maybe,
Discarded food.
discarded, unattended human food, right?
Yes.
Versus if I'm a rat in the suburban community, where do I live? Where do I live?
In forests.
Yeah, in forests and open woodlands, right? So that causes my behavior to be very different. What about if I'm a squirrel? What if I'm a squirrel in the urban area?
You live in abandoned homes
You might live in an abandoned home, right? Why do you live in an abandoned home, Admire?
to protect your family and your babies.
Yes, it can help you.
Keep the worm. To keep the warm.
What about if I'm a suburban squirrel?
They mostly live in trees or fields, or sometimes in your backyard.
Yes, they mostly live in the trees and fields and open yards, right? That the suburban area offers, right? What do they mainly eat, the squirrels there? Angel?
They eat crops from your backyard.
They might eat crops. They might eat
Pine cones.
pine cones and nuts from the trees, right? Nuts from the trees for sure. And what about if I'm a pigeon in the urban community?
You're mostly found on top of delis or on the street eating discarded food.
Yes, you're a scavenger, a forager, right? As a pigeon here in the urban community, right? You're eating leftovers, you're eating scraps, you're living under people's buildings, right?
Yes.
But what about if I'm in a suburban community and I'm still a pigeon? Same pigeon.
There's less pigeons and you don't really see them outside.
Yes, you see less pigeons in a suburban community, right? Because there's so much open area. These pigeons are nesting. These pigeons are high up, right? And we can't really see them as frequently as we see them here in the city, right?
Yes.
All right, who can tell me what is agriculture? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, Julian, what is agriculture?
Study of plants.
The study of plants, all right? And we do how many different types of planting in here? Ooh, how many different types of planting?
We do 3 types of plants.
3 types of planting. Can somebody tell me one type of planting? Annabelle, give me one.
Soil-based.
Soil-based. What's soil-based planting?
Soil-based planting is when you plant in soil.
Perfect. All right, what's another type of planting we're doing here? Zoe,
Hydroponics.
what's hydroponics?
Hydroponics is when you plant plants in water.
Nice. All right, what's the last type of planting we do? Yes.
Aquaponics.
Okay, what is aquaponics?
Aquaponics is planting plants in water using fish poop as fertilizer.
Nice. All right. Can somebody show me? All right, let's talk about some of the plants in here. Let's go to you, Fatima. What kind of plant is this?
Hi, I'm Fatima. This plant is a red flower, also known as a poinsettia. And
What's a fun fact about a poinsettia?
a fun fact about a poinsettia, it takes 14 hours a night for it to all turn red.
Okay, can somebody explain that a little more for me? Zoe, what you think?
So it needs to be in full darkness for 14 hours a day for 2 months.
And then what happens to it? What happens to it after that? What happens to it?
The whole plant turns red.
It turns red. What is the most popular holiday that the poinsettia is known for? Yes.
Christmas.
Let's talk about some of the other plants. Zoe, what kind of plant we got here?
Okay, so this is the avocado tree. A fun fact about the avocado tree is that for it to grow avocados, it takes 3 to 4 years.
That's a long time. We still got about 2 more years on that. Then we gonna make some good guac,
And-
All right. Well, and what's this? Right here.
And this is the weeping willow tree.
Why does it get its name, Weeping Willow?
It gets its name because its leaves are like down, like
It looks kind of sad. Can everybody show me your best Weeping Willow? All right. What's this, Nicole? Take me here. What's this?
Kale.
Ooh, kale. What do we do with kale here?
We make kale chips.
Ooh, the best on this side of the planet. I just want you to know. Kale chips, nice. All right, and we also got this. What's this right here? This plant. Who knows what that is? This plant right here. Ooh, ooh. Annabelle, what's that?
That's sage.
Sage, all right, and it's really smell good. It smells good. What about this plant over here in the corner?
This plant over here is called a snake plant.
A snake plant.
The reason get the name is because the leaves look like snakes.
They look like snakes. Good. All right, Joanna, take me here. This plant above you is so beautiful. What's this plant called right here?
This is the spider plant.
A spider
Fun
plant?
fact about it is because why does it get its name that its leaves look like spiders.
Nice. All right. Take me over here. I see some water over here. What's this in here?
This is the aquaponic.
Okay. So we said what's aquaponic? Just remind them again.
Aquaponics is planting plants in water using fish poop as fertilizer.
Nice. All right. But I can't see any fish. Why is that? What? The water's green. Who knows why the water turns green? Why does the water turn green? You know, Jacob, why does the water turn green?
Because it's algae.
It's algae. Good job. All right. And how does the water get that algae in it? Ooh, this is a good one. Fatima, how does the water get the algae?
It gets algae from the sun.
From the sun. Do we use an actual sun in here?
No.
No, we don't have an actual sun in here. What do we use? Zoe, what do we use?
We use a UV light.
Somebody point to a UV light. There's so many in the room. So many in the room, right? So we use those. I'm gonna come to you, Jacob. All right. What's this? This big contraption right here. What's this called? Yes.
The hydroponic
It's called a hydroponic. And how do we use the hydroponic? What do we grow here? Do you know?
plants.
We do grow plants. What's some of the plants we grow here in the hydroponic? Give me one.
Lettuce?
We grow lettuce. We got some bib lettuce. It's so yummy. What are these small plants over by Annabelle? You guys see the small plants? Ooh, what are those called? Fatima.
Those are called seedlings.
Seedlings. What kind of seedlings are we growing, guys?
We're growing.
Somebody tell me. Somebody. Veronica.
Spinach.
Ooh, spinach. It's good for you. That Popeye and Sailor Man. Give me another one.
And kale.
And kale. So we got some more kale chips coming up for you guys, all right? What's the last one we grow in there?
This.
Starts with an L. Yes, ma'am? Lettuce. We are growing romaine lettuce. You guys like salad? I
Yeah.
like salad too. So we're gonna make a salad. No? All right, we're gonna try a salad, all right? All right, Julia, what's that right there?
It's the worm factory. It's where we put all the dead plants inside the worm factory.
We use the worms as plant fertilizer.
Okay, and we put all the plants, and we put some, what kind of plants do we put in there? Anybody know? What you think?
Lettuce.
We put some lettuce in there. What else?
Kale.
We got some kale in there. Yes. We got some bib lettuce in there. What else?
We have some like, I think like
What's those orange
tomatoes.
things? Tomatoes. We can put tomatoes in there. You know how when mom is cooking and she got all the extra scraps, right?
love
we can throw-
tomatoes.
I love tomatoes too. All right.
Also broccoli.
Can we see a couple of those worms in there? Ooh, let's see them. Can you find them? Ooh, this is good stuff. Oh, show the camera. Oh yeah, this is good stuff. Oh yeah. Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
I'm gonna touch it.
The worm wanted to
Oh.
to just.
He wanted to say hi. All right, and that is our worm factory.
Welcome to Architecture and Design, where we study the practice and designing of constructing and building. Today, we're going to be learning about urban and suburban.
My name is Dakota and I'm 10 years old. Today, my colleagues are going to be talking about urban and suburban.
Hi, my name is Hamza. This is urban living. Urban living has less streets, more houses, more store, and more car and more people. Hi, my name is Javier. I'm 8. This is suburban living. Suburban living has less houses, less people, and more plants.
Noah, Zanoa, tell us about the caves in Stone Age.
Hi, my name is Anna. I'm 7 years old, and I'm going to be talking about the Stone Age. The Stone Age was 5 million years ago. These are the caves. Caves was our first home that we lived in. These are hieroglyphs. Hieroglyphs are carvings into stone.
Okay, were the caves considered urban or suburban living?
Suburban,
And why were they considered suburban?
because it's more trees and more nature.
Nice. Over here, we have Chloe in ancient Egypt. Chloe, tell us something about the way they lived in ancient Egypt.
The way they lived in ancient Egypt is by the mud houses. The mud houses was the city's place because it has a lot of more buildings.
Good job. And is that considered urban or suburban? Why is it considered urban?
Because it's a big city.
Nice, good job. Over here we have Ethan in ancient Rome. Ethan, tell us a little bit about that structure behind you.
This
Yes.
is our aqueduct. It was our first water source, and it traveled water from the mountains to the city.
Oh wow. What about that structure there behind you?
This
Yes.
is a coliseum. It was used for entertaining, like fighting to the death.
And what do we have here that reminds us of that?
A Yankee Stadium.
Good job. All right, over here we have Ashton. Ashton, tell us about this beautiful city behind you.
This is a blueprint. A blueprint is a map of what you want to build. And Mr. Harris gave us a budget of $1.2 billion. And this is the City of Us flag. The City of Us flag, blue stands for hope, white stands for peace, and black stands for respect.
Oh, great job. That's a beautiful city. Over here we have Taisha with our very own Bronx. Take it away.
Hi, my name is Taisha and I'm 9 years old. Today I'm going to be talking about the Bronx Utopia. Utopia means a good place or a safer place. This is the Teen Life Center. The Teen Life Center was a center where teens for teens who need to get off from the street.
Okay, great. And is the Bronx Utopia considered urban or suburban?
Urban,
And why is it considered urban?
because it has more buildings.
More buildings. Great job. And here we have Samantha who's going to tell us about New York City.
So hi, my name is Samantha. I'm 7 years old. I will be talking about New York. New York was called by the Empire State, and this is a skyscraper. And also, it's performing for pizzas and taxis. And this is the Statue of Liberty. It was made by fabric.
and it's also like this beautiful mother.
Good. And is New York City urban or suburban?
It's an urban
And why is it urban?
because it has more buildings.
And last, certainly but not least, we have beautiful, beautiful Amber talking about the future.
Hi, my name is Amber. I'm 10 years old and today I'm talking about the future. In the future, you want to have energy travel to energy from the moon travel to a power tower, and that's going to be called lunar energy. And that lunar energy is going to travel to lunar panels that we're going to have on top of our houses the same way we have solar panels now.
Good job. And that's going to power our cities in the future?
Yes.
Wonderful. I can't wait to get a lunar panel for myself. That's the conclusion of architecture and design. Thank you so much for visiting us. Can't wait to see you again when we create a giant city, realistic of urban and suburban living on this wonderful display.
Welcome to the astronomy room. Okay, who can tell me what astronomy is? George.
Astronomy is the study of the universe.
Okay, and who studies that? Terrence.
Astronomers.
Astronomers. And since we're all astronomers and we've been studying the universe, what have we been learning about? Kenza.
Jupiter is the biggest planet.
Okay, Terrence.
We've been learning about planets and Saturn is the flattest planet.
Saturn is the flattest planet. Keishel.
Earth is made out of 71% water and 29% land.
John.
Venus is the hottest planet.
Venus is the hottest planet.
It had no moons.
Daenerys.
Jupiter got 13 moons.
Jupiter got 13 moons. Mohammedu.
Uranus is the coldest planet.
Uranus is the coldest planet. Okay, but we haven't been only learning about the planets. We've been learning about urban and suburban and how light pollution affects those areas. So, what's an urban area? Right?
An urban area is an area where there's a lot of people and buildings.
A lot of people are in big buildings. Okay, and what's a suburban area, Kenza?
When there's not that much buildings and there's not that much popularity.
Right. And not a bunch of buildings and there's a low population of people. Okay, and what's light pollution? George.
Light pollution is when there's too much light and you can't observe the stars.
When there's too much light and you can't observe the stars. So, what would give off lots of light pollution in an urban area? John, give me one.
Buildings.
Buildings. Mohammedu.
Advertisements.
Right. Terrence.
Billboards.
Billboards. Scott, give me one.
Streetlights.
Street lights. Keisha.
Indoor lights.
And Stephanie.
Cars.
Cars. And what would give off lots of light pollution in suburban area? Right.
Indoor lights.
Indoor lights. Mohammedu.
Outdoor lights.
Outdoor lights. George.
Street lights.
Street lights and Daenerys.
Car light.
Got it. Okay, but there's not much light pollution in the suburban area as much as there is in an urban area. So, what would give off the most amount of light pollution in an urban area? Keisha.
Buildings.
Buildings.
Subway cars.
So, if I was in a suburban area, you would see the stars much better in a suburban area. And you'll be able to observe and research them, as you said before. But if I was in an urban area where there's big buildings, the big buildings would outshine the stars, and you wouldn't be able to see them as much anymore. So, if I was a researcher and I was an astronomer, where would I go to research the stars? Right.
A suburban area.
A suburban area, because I need to see the stars in order to research them. Okay. But light pollution doesn't only affect us humans or astronomers, it affects animals too. So Keishel, can you tell us a little bit of what animals it affects?
Sea turtles. Sea turtles, they use the moon, which is at the sea, and they could get confused by the moon, so they may go to a building
Right, so they might go to the building instead. They might go to the wrong direction and they can get hurt. And that's a real big problem with light pollution. But light pollution is not the only thing we've been learning about in this class. We've been learning about black moon, black holes. But if you want to find out about black holes, you'll have to come back next time to our next science fair.
Hello everybody, welcome to robotics. First I'm gonna ask some questions. Question 1, what is robotics?
The future!
What is coding?
Computer language!
And what is computer language?
Coding robots to do manual tasks.
Now we're gonna start with the Tello station with Olivia and Angel.
Hi, my name is Angel. I'm going to be telling you some facts about the Tello. The first fact is that the Tello comes with 15 pieces. The next fact is that the Tello you could customize. The battery lasts for 13 minutes. You can also code it to do cool stuff like go to the loops or something if you have loops. Olivia.
Hello, my name is Olivia, and I'm the co-pilot. Please do not try this at home.
Nice.
But now we're not done. We still have the DJI station with Taylor and Daniela.
Hello everybody, my name is Taylor and this is Daniela, our DJI driver. Some facts about our DJI is that one, it is related to the one that's up on Mars collecting dust and rocks. And the name for that is the Mars rover. Another cool fact is that when we had the DJI, but it was up in the box, it wasn't like ready like this. It was up to at least 200 pieces, so it took like a long time to fix it up and make it like this. Now that we're done with this, or the facts, forgive me, I'm gonna talk about what's on the DJI. One that has omnibus, and this helps it to adjust around the floor, and it can also move left and right. Woo! Okay. Also, also what the DJI has is a gimbal and a chastity. If you don't know what I mean, I'm gonna explain it. The gimbal is the head, and the chastity is the body. Now that we're done with that, I'm gonna show you what we've been coding up.
So right now it's doing a little.
So right now it's just doing a little 360 full circle.
Don't be scared of the noise.
Yeah. You coded it to do that?
Yes, you did.
Oh.
No,
So what we did is basically we're gonna do 2 claps, and it's gonna like notice that we did claps. So it's gonna be like, oh, it did a clap, so we have to do what it told us to do. So then after that, it's gonna make a whole 360, like a circle, and then when it's that, it's gonna like scan something, and after when it's done scanning, it's gonna turn red. The LED on the chastity or the body, it's gonna turn red.
Right.
And then after we do 3 more claps, it's all gonna be like the LED is gonna shut off, and it's gonna completely turn like you wanna do it again or start over. This DJI also has it can also scan people. So it will look at your body and walk. And then like, and we're not even doing anything. We're not touching. We're not doing anything.